fabricant sold a dress for $9,500, except the dress didn't exist at all. The buyer got a JPEG with the outfit edited onto her photo in Photoshop. Back then, it sounded like a joke for rich tech people. But a few years later, digital fashion was being called the future of the trillion-dollar clothing industry. Investors jumped in, luxury brands followed, and people started paying real money for clothes they couldn't touch, wear outside, or even resell without the platform. On the surface, it looked like fashion for the digital world. In reality, it was a bet that status itself could be sold, even without a physical product. The business model was insanely simple. A studio creates a 3D outfit. No fabric, no factories, no shipping, just a file. The customer sends in a photo. Designers digitally dress them using CGI and editing. The final image goes straight to Instagram. And step 4 is where the money happens. The price doesn't go up because of materials or production costs. It goes up because of hype, scarcity, and online attention. Basically the same psychology that later exploded with NFTs. The entire market only worked as long as people believed a digital item could signal status. Once the hype faded, the asset became just another file sitting on a server. But during 2020 and 2021, the industry absolutely exploded. Gucci started selling digital sneakers. Balenciaga launched collections for video games. Nike acquired RTFKT in a deal analysts estimated at hundreds of millions of dollars. At the same time, the NFT market inflated to roughly $17 billion in 2021. Suddenly, people started talking about clothing becoming like music on Spotify. You wouldn't own fashion anymore. You just have digital access to it. Then, 2022 hit. NFTs collapsed, crypto crashed, and digital fashion sales fell off a cliff. A lot of projects quietly disappeared. Some collections lost 90 to 95% of their value within months. And here's the funny part. There were barely any criminal cases, because technically, buyers received exactly what they paid for, a digital file. Nobody lied about the dress being physical. The real irony was somewhere else. The production cost of a $9,500 dress was basically designer hours and rendering time. No factories, no logistics, no materials. And in the end, the biggest winners weren't the buyers. It was the platforms, marketplaces, and brands selling the idea of status inside a digital world. The file stayed a file, and the $9,500 stayed with the seller.